Sorry, everyone. Made it on time, got set up on time, then...
Oh, shall we move over?
Oh. Apparently, there we go. Oh, wow. You know what? I just realized I didn't think through. No one is going to be able to see my Flocktober project when I hold it up.
Oh, same colour.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll hold it up.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to try to straighten this out a tiny bit. Ironic, I know. Don't worry. I'm laughing inside, too. Okay. Hi, everyone. I made it worse in the opposite direction. I overcorrected.
We'll get there.
Very small adjustment this time and hope it's better. Okay, that's a more neutral place. We're just going to have to accept the tilt. Okay. We made it. The chat connected. We're both alive.
We are.
It's a Christmas miracle. In October? Is it still October?
It is. It's only first half of October.
Look
You've
at
got
that.
a while to go.
Look at that plot twist. How are you?
I'm
It's
good.
been a while since you've been on the podcast.
It has.
You finished the vest that you were making the last time that you were on the podcast, I believe.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the Peer Gynt one, but we spent quite a bit of time talking about this one.
Yes.
And we've got a 25-degree day today, so I thought
Okay.
I would rock the open-sided
I think it's a
vest
great plan.
to show the podcast.
I think someone who's watching is making a Lulu slipover. Someone who's going to watch this later, so they will be very excited to see this as a warm weather option.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have been chipping away at many other things though. So do you want to give people a little tour of finished project before your Flocktober project? Just let them know what you've been working on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, amazing,
Sounds
because
good.
that way I can pour myself a coffee and drink some water
Okay.
while you do that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. So, yes, I did talk about having just finished this one on the podcast last time. This was the one where I explored bobbles for the first time, and there are quite a few running up the centre. But
Quite a few, that is accurate.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love the versatility of the open-sided vest. So I've been wearing it a lot in the spring weather. But what I was also talking about last time on the podcast was casting on my Kansai cardigan
Yes.
from Knitting Life 3. And I wanted to share my swatching adventures because
Yeah,
we
so lots of
deviated
people have been
a
doing
lot.
lots of swatching for their various essayer patterns because they're quite explorative is the wrong word, but
Yeah.
you can be quite freeform. Inside of, there's very clear guidelines, but inside of those guidelines, there's almost endless amounts of options. So show the people, wow.
So this is where I started. Ignore
Okay.
the blues deviated a lot in this one swatch, but I was playing around with colours in the shop after the podcast last time, and I really liked these colours, but I realised from doing the swatch, good job Anisha, that I feel the brighter, higher contrast colours need to be in the background, and then the
Right.
foreground ones need to be your plainer colours that kind of make it cohesive. So I went from that as the first idea, and then I started playing around with the yellow and the pink,
Okay.
which is more where we ended up.
That is closer to where we ended up. That does also
Yes.
kind of look more like you
Yeah.
from your other knits.
Yes, I agree.
Which I guess this is made
this
up of
is-
your other knits in many ways, so that does make a lot
Yes.
of sense.
Yeah, it was a scrappy project, but it was, here it is.
The
I
hidden
will
gem of a
share
scrap
it.
project. I just realized we can talk about that now. Oh my god, it's just occurred to me what they're for. Okay,
Yeah. I did have to buy a bunch of stuff for it still,
Yes.
but I was able to use.
I mean it's a scrap project.
some bits.
Of course, you had to buy a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. This is also the trap of every scrap project. Everyone.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so this is the finished object. I haven't done
She's
the
all
buttons
done.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is lovely though.
thank you. Yeah,
So this
I really.
is the Kansai cardigan from Tokyo to Worsted and Knitting Life Volume 3. I think it's actually, hear me out, I think it's easier to say the title and then the volume second. I think saying the volume first and then the title is what keeps confusing all of us.
I skipped the title.
You
Knitting
skipped the
Life 3.
title entirely. Okay.
That's
Whoa.
such a book.
That is your thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I quite like the inside. This was my first time doing mosaic, so this probably isn't that interesting to anybody else, but I think it's so pretty.
It is very pretty. I mean, mosaic is essentially right side only double knitting, if you will. So it does. Now, did you discover, as many people do when they take on an all-over mosaic project, that it's a bit of a Time investment.
Slog, yes.
Okay, yeah, slog. Slog is the word, but I just want everyone to note that I said time investment and Anisha was savage and said slog. Okay, thank you. For future,
Yeah,
this will come up again in the future, and I just want posterity to reflect that.
Yeah. Well, the pattern doesn't say mosaic colour work, so that I
Okay.
didn't realise that's what I was doing. It was when I came to Knit Night and I explained how the colours worked that
Everyone
I
was
told
like,
that's mosaic.
That's mosaic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yes, it is essentially double the amount of work, same way double knitting is. You get 2 rows of work for 1 row of product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Louise just got volume 2 and volume 3. I love volume 2 and
nice.
volume 3.
I'm going to try, so I've done 1 from volume 3, which I have at home, and I think
Exciting.
I'm going to try and do a couple more, and then I will
Okay.
probably move on to 2 and then 1.
And I'm sorry if you've already said it, but we have had a question. What is the name of the vest pattern?
Bloom Bobble Slipover. Sorry, I should
That
have
just
said.
rolls off the tongue.
It's by
Almost as good as my garter tip to edge triangle. Oh boy.
it's by Mippy the label. That's MIPI.
Oh,
She's Dutch.
okay. There we go. And now, for your next trick.
Yes. So my Flocktober project, which
It's just so different from what you're wearing.
I know, I'm doing the same as you. We're both doing double. We need to swap.
Consistency is important.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we're going to struggle to
Okay.
show our projects because they're the exact same colour.
But
as
they
what
look
we're
great,
wearing.
we swear. Okay, so, but you've rocked this out. It's looking great.
Yes. So I did 3 swatches for my Flocktober project.
3.
I couldn't decide on what gauge I wanted. I really like the way, so it's the Ingrid sweater by Petite Knit. It'll be my second version. I have one in brown, but I was wanting one in my current colour palette of pink, soft pink, so that I have kind of one more rusticy looking one and one more cutesy one. But I couldn't decide what gauge I wanted, so I swatched 3 times. This was, I think, the winning swatch. I've gotten them all muddled now, but it's beautiful.
This is the one that I brought, so it's the one that is
Yeah.
the best one and
This
the one
is
that I went with. But
The
you
one
went,
that got gauge.
so in what needle size was it originally done on, and what did you end up going with?
It's meant to be a 4mm. I went down to a 3.5.
Okay.
And
wow.
I tried a 3.5, 3.75, and a 4.
And you're using a kind of chunkier fingering weight, if you
I
will,
am.
the amble, which is a little bit heavier than most of the Danish ones that you're going to come across. Remembering that fingering weight is a spectrum with variance inside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, this
And
is in
we love amble.
Wild Rose, and
Yes.
it's the first time I've used amble. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It knits up
It's
wonderfully.
wildly soft, super great to work with.
Yeah.
And
then,
you're holding that with Berenice in Argile?
oh, I don't know that I have one.
I think
I'll
so.
believe you.
I think so. I think we
Yeah.
got there. I think I got
here we
it.
go. I do
Did I-
have a new one.
Argile.
It doesn't say.
Victory.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We got there. I love it. And
Me
now,
too. Okay, so
the entire piece. Oh, you're
doesn't-
racing along.
Yeah, I was dreaming about joining front and back, so it looked more like a sweater. But,
Okay.
we're not there yet. But
No.
I'll show the back.
It's just a
The back
sexy
is-
pot holder at the moment.
Yes, it is. This is
The back is looking great. And so does this one have those patterns repeating, or are there more motifs through the whole sweater?
It's just the 3 repeating.
the
So
3.
we've got the double seed stitch, the mock cable,
Yes.
and then 2x2 rib with like an eyelet detail with a hole
Okay.
holes in the centre, in between them.
There we go.
Feels wonderful, and I'm
It is
very
rocking
excited.
along. Now, this is actually one of 2 Ingrids happening at Knit Night, which
Yes.
is, and they were like spontaneous Ingrids, not like infection Ingrids, right? It's not like this was a social contagion that spread through the knit group. Like the Sophie Hood is definitely a social contagion that
Yeah.
spread through the knit group.
And I'm gonna reap the rewards of that by borrowing someone's
Yes,
Sophie hood for my trip in December.
not mine,
Thank you, Knit Night.
because I need mine for my trip in December.
You've got 2 though.
I mean,
We'll ignore that.
we'll
we'll argue
get
about
there.
that off camera.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I am actually considering making another one for the trip, so you might be able to also. Ooh, add one of mine onto your list of maybes. This is why I buy so many freaking Yetis. They don't spill when you knock them over. Even the ones that say that they're not leak-proof are pretty spill-proof, thank goodness.
Nice.
You've abandoned your coffee so far away from you.
I have.
You did not think that through. Okay, so what am I making? Well, I'm in the middle of a row, naturally, and it's going to be so easy to see because, like Anisha, I have just gone on a really divergent
both of them.
adventure. Yes. I'm having a green thing. Green's a good color. It really does just look like I'm knitting the same thing again, which I kind of am, but this is a toile number. Yes, this is a toile number 1, so it's a drop shoulder, and I'm knitting it in Acadia, which is why it has that beautiful kind of watercolor effect to the fabric when you look at it. Even if you I have alternated skeins. I haven't alternated skeins before with Acadia. It doesn't matter. It all comes out quite beautifully. If you want to do the work of alternating skeins, that's up to you. We actually have this in stock, which I can't believe. The exact color that I'm working with as well, cedar. I'm really enjoying it.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Could you hold it up so that they can actually see it? Because it literally has just disappeared. There we go. Cedar. It's stunning, and it's quite similar to the color I'm wearing, which I've made by performing a very holy alliance of Arwetta and Issayer Silk Mohair that both of those companies would actually endorse because they are all very comfortable with cross-pollination as a group, which I love. So the Acadia is amazing. It is silk noir, baby alpaca, and merino all in one, so you don't have to hold anything double, and it does knit up really, really well, and I am loving working with it. So, again.
Is that going to be your Christmas sweater? It's Christmas tree coloured. Looks beautiful.
No, I actually do think I know what I'm going to knit to wear at Christmas. I did actually bring it with me, oddly enough.
Oh.
Just because I was going to check it against some other things in the shop and see if I really want a fingering weight sweater that I can layer over top of. I'm making a really aggressively red cardigan at the moment. It could not be redder, right? Like, is that a fair assessment of the situation? I didn't bring it because I think we've all seen, like, there's only so many rectangles of stockinette that I can hold up and be like, look at this until it's finished and then it's interesting. Like, it's kind of the thing. It's like when somebody, I think this is too why the top-down colorwork yokes are so tempting, is because within the first, 4 days, it's obvious that it's going to be a sweater or something. So people stop, hopefully, once you've separated for sleeves, asking you if it's a hat.
That's the same with, I think, just knitting top down in the round with anything. Like, I see a lot of people stopping for a bit to put the neckline on. So then they're like, it's a garment. It looks like a piece of clothing already. Yeah,
completely. Where definitely the kind of mystery and wonder of the seamed garment is still that you make all these pieces, carefully block them out, and then it's not until you bringing it all together, like the one that I'm wearing, that it becomes something more than just, rectangles of stockinette. And in this case, rectangles of fluffy stockinette, which I've also been a little, I don't want to say obsessed with, but if we look around the room, with what I've been knitting, the two things that are super visible, and the one shawl that I have been wearing pretty much nonstop since I finished it, and claimed boldly, was like, this is going to be a great shop sample. That didn't last long, did it? No. But that's okay, because this sweater is going to shortly have to be a shop sample because my shoulders in it are starting to not completely agree on proportions. So... But that's all right. Now, what am I going to be knitting myself for Christmas? Well, that's a great question, and we still have some from this dyer in stock right now, not this color, because I got this for myself, not because I thought necessarily that it would be super popular with the general public. And I need to stop holding that project bag where you can see it so that we don't get the questions about it. Don't ask about the project bag. Just don't. Please, God. Spare me.
Ask about this one.
Ask about any of the other ones, not that one. So I am going to be knitting with some dark omen yarns.
Oh.
This colorway is called Cyberpunk. And I
hold that closer.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
I really, really love it. I have just had a bit of a resurgence of a relationship with hand-dyed yarn and a bit of a realization. Two realizations. One in this moment, which is that I left an entire bag of something I needed sitting on a chair, including something I needed to hand to you. So I'm going to explain what's going to happen, and then I'm going to give it to Anisha on Wednesday, and she's going to have to deal with this now on Wednesday and not be able to do it today, which is my fault, but we'll get there. So anyway, I'm going to knit myself a simple fingering weight, drop shoulder, stockinette pullover to wear on Christmas Day out of this, because I think it'll look really, really beautiful with Christmas trees and Christmas lights and decorations. Mm-hmm. Hi there, we open at 10. Okay, thank you so much. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And in pre-anticipation, I've already caked it up, just in case. And it does look, ooh, there we go, the camera's over here. It does, oh God, not Anisha's face. It does look beautiful in the cake as well. It's quite blue, especially once caked, which in the skein for a hot second, because there's quite a bit going on, I did have some concerns that it might not be as blue as I was hoping. And then the cake always looks more like the stockinette fabric than the skein does, and so I'm feeling really good about how this is broken up throughout the entire cake, color-wise. Yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be very fun. We do have some dark almond yarn in stock, and we will have more on the way shortly, but definitely don't miss out. It definitely arrives and then leaves abruptly, with no pause in between. And the only other thing that I'm working on is still my flying foxtail wrap in chain fiber, which we will also, as soon as it is on the way, be letting you know about, which is good. So, I have been thinking about something, which is how to do prizes for this year's Flocktober. And I have to admit that I am not great at it. So, I was then thinking to myself, Ethan, what would be an easier method of getting this done? So I'm going to explain it to all of you right now what's going to happen for the rest of the month and at the end of the month, so that none of this is my problem now. It's a miracle, except for the fact that I forgot to bring the thing for Anisha to give out. I have some yarn spot prizes, some very rare limited edition and old skeins of hedgehog fiber with the original labels in the original 5 colors, actually. I bought them a long time ago from a hedgehog fiber collector, and now I have been thinking about it a lot, and I thought they would make a really fun way to do spot prizes throughout the month. Instead of trying to do a big prize at the end of the month, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be giving my co-host every week a spot prize that they can give out either to someone who has commented that we will then ship out on their behalf, or to somebody who is at one of our knit nights or knit day on a Saturday, and then they can just randomly award it for people hanging out and doing a great job of being part of Flocktober. Because this year is not about someone who's knit a perfect object or done something better or this or that, and that's not what we're going for, right? So that means we have to award prizes differently. So I'm going to ask the rest of the community, namely Anisha and Christine, who will be back next week, hopefully with both of them, with me sandwiched in the middle next week, so that we can have one of them knitting something in the round, but one of them's knitting something flat, and then I'll sit in the middle, and we can have like oh goodness, what was that British? Crossfire. That's what we're aiming for. Knitting crossfire. It's going to be great. People are going to love it. Any hoodles. But yes, so they're going to be handing out spot prizes over the next rest of Flocktober, instead of doing it one big one at the end. Isn't that a great plan?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, boom, boom. So I found some beautiful, rare hedgehog fiber and a couple of very, very wild skeins. And at the end of the month, one person is going to get 3 skeins of lace weight hedgehog fiber that have all been dyed on their most limited edition bases. The silk merino, one of the 100% merino skeins, and also an oh so fine cashmere. And it'll be a great introduction for people to try out some lace knitting. And all of these skeins are long enough that if you hold them with silk mohair, you can finish, ready? A lento, which is as far as I'm willing to go down that rabbit hole, okay?
You nearly got there.
That's as far as I'm willing to go down that rabbit hole. That's all there is to it. So we will be seeing you guys with spot prizes over the next little while, and lots of other things to think about too. Okay, boom, boom. Now, we do have a lot of great redesign stuff in store right now. And I can tell you that the Herb and Hue is somewhere.
I have mine.
Yes, you do. The other box was supposed to have arrived yesterday, and I can very clearly see, and now everyone, I try to keep my nose out of this business on purpose. I can very clearly see the other box from the fiber company. It's just sitting there, but not the other one. So I'm going to assume, and we all know what can happen there. But I'm going to assume that the other box has been delayed somewhere in transit. So if you were waiting to see all of the colors in a bigger stock in person, I do apologize, but they will be here as soon as possible. We're also going to be dressing a naked mannequin in the window today. What?
I did notice.
I know. With a new
here.
sample that is going to be staying here forever that we've already shown you, that I thought Anisha would be a perfect person to have a chat about this with, because she has been suckered into making a pullover for her partner as we speak. And I have a feeling that she is going to now sucker herself into making another pullover for her partner, and possibly one for herself at the same time, for a adorable matching session. And I thought that you'd be a great person to have a chat about how you would coordinate your zipper and what you might make it in.
Yeah.
Because I have had knit for me a zipper sweater light that is super comfortable and lovely, and I have enjoyed it, and I have done some great reviews, and I'm going to take some photos in it next week. But the time has come for it to live here at the shop. So
beautiful.
I'm going to put it up into the window. The lovely Morag Finley knit this for the shop as a sample, and she did it in the incredible EcoSoft Fine and Issayer Tivini in E2S. But we have lots and lots of other amazing yarns that would work really, really well for this. And given that you're on an exciting substitution adventure right now, I thought it would be a great time to ask you if you were making one for yourself and then one probably for your partner, who I think if he saw this and saw you with one would want one.
He wants one, I already know.
Oh, he already wants it. Okay,
I haven't talked to him about it, but I know.
Yeah, good. Okay,
wants
great. I've nailed this. I didn't plan, just for the record, everyone, I did not plan this. I just assumed wildly. This was a very safe assumption, I think, actually. I made the safest assumption in the whole world, and I'm like, how did I possibly predict this? Okay, so you've already gone on a bit of a possible rabbit hole for this. So what would you be thinking for yourself, and what would you be thinking if you were making one of these for someone else?
Well, I know that I want to make this.
Perfect.
And unfortunately for you, I want this one.
Oh.
But no, let me have a look at the colours, because I think it would be really cute to do like a light grey one and a dark grey one. So
that would be cute.
So you've got that.
Are you guys similar enough size that if you made them the same, you could like
We've got
hot
the
swap?
same. Yeah, we are the same
okay.
size. It's just a dress on me, a sweater on him.
Right. That is kind of cute though. Like you could do like that with like even some of your wide leg jeans and like an oversized zipper sweater would be very good.
Yeah. So the sweater that Ethan is alluding to that I'm making at the moment is a Celeste.
Oh, sorry everyone.
For,
yes. I wasn't
a
trying to be
pattern.
secretive.
No,
yes.
no. But he lives in Wellington, and I've been trying it on a lot in the absence of him to make sure that I'm doing it the right width, length, and everything. And so now in my head, it's mine.
Our sweater.
Yeah. He can borrow it.
Yeah, exactly. You can have it when we're together and I'm not wearing it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were thinking a light gray and a dark gray. Would you go back to the Tivini well? Would you go on
I've not used
tweed
before,
adventure?
I'm going to hop up.
Okay,
and
she's
I'm
going for colors, everyone.
Get some
Now there is
options.
actually enough E2S in the fluff at the moment, which is comical, but not in anything else. Ooh,
Okay.
Although you could put the E2S with the medium gray, sorry, the lightest gray tweed, which could be quite pretty. Oh.
All right, so I would probably, I love the grey idea still, but I think something like this would be cute.
Yes.
His and hers.
That would be a cute combination.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to be exactly the same.
You're not those people.
No.
Okay, you're not thing one and thing twoing this.
Yeah, but they should complement each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
like
really
that
enjoy
plan.
that.
That works really, really well. So those are
This
both
one would be
Issayer
mine.
Tivini colors. Yeah. And what is the color number there? Is that 40?
16.
Oh, I could not be more wrong.
This is beautiful.
And is that what we've got there? Something
We
S?
have
Something
got
S?
11S.
11S. 11S and 16. So those would be your first two picks. Perfection.
Yeah. I love this.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Beautiful. And then this one is,
60S.
and I have been using it
Oh.
in here, so I probably have
okay.
some scraps at home.
Yeah, so you're already prepared emotionally.
And it's a really beautiful, so yeah, 60S, but it's like plummy. It's
It
like
is
a
plummy. It's like a plummy
brown.
charcoal brown. It's a
I
very
love this.
complex color. It looks really great on you.
Thank you.
It suits you really well. And it's a really good neutral because it's not black, but it's quite dark
Yeah.
and quite neutral.
Yeah.
Is the 16 a gray? No, it's more of a green blue, I believe, if that's a
Yeah.
fair statement.
Yeah.
But it is,
It leans more blue for me.
yeah, it
My
leans more
eyes.
blue, but it's definitely, it's in the teal family, God almighty. Okay.
It's like a dusty blue.
A dusty blue-green.
Yes.
Not to be
And
confused with dusty blue-green from another brand. Although, actually, it's pretty much the same color now that I say that out loud.
Yeah.
I can bring some in and show you that.
This is 8S.
8S.
Which is another one
Oh, my God.
that I've already got. That's
Wow.
this part here.
Okay, so everyone, just to be clear, both Anisha and Christine are past the point of drinking the Essayer Kool-Aid. They're now making the Kool-Aid for everyone else. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to get drunk on some Essayer project planning, join us next week for our Crossfire first edition, hopefully, if I can organize this with both of them at the same time. If not, it'll be the week after, where we discuss knitting with Essayer flat and knitting with Essayer in the round. Or just knitting in general.
You can guess which one I am.
Well, I can't wait to moderate this debate with no bias whatsoever. None. None. There will be no bias. What are you all speaking of? What color and yarn am I wearing? I am wearing Arwetta in deep olive and Essayer silk mohair in...
A green colour.
Yeah. It's not 56, which is what I wanted to say, but it is not 59, maybe? Yes. It's two very slightly different shades of olive that happen to come together to make this exact shade of olive. Consistency is important, everyone. Anisha and I proved that today. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Oh, please like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that. I really do.